When leadership lies, government ceases to govern. There's a moment when leadership stops leading and starts performing. And when that happens, the nation feels it in an extremely painful and distressing way. Over the past 3 weeks, Speaker Mike Johnson has shown exactly what happens when integrity gives way to obedience. First, 3 weeks of deception. He calls himself a man of faith and principle, but his actions have betrayed both. He told the public he wanted a responsible solution to end the shutdown, yet behind closed doors, he worked with Trump's advisors to prolong it, to allow people to suffer for perceived political leverage. He promised transparency in the House, then held midnight votes, suspended the rules, and let bills pass that even members hadn't read. He said he was defending constitutional order, but allowed his caucus to break regular order, bypassing committees and ignoring every safeguard that makes democracy accountable. In short, he lied about process, concealed truth, and disrespected the very institution he leads. Second, government is not a personality cult. It's a system of rules. Our system was built on a single, stabilizing truth. No one is above the rules, not even those who write them. The House and Senate have procedures, oversight committees, vote thresholds, not as obstacles, but as safeguards. They prevent mob rule. They ensure deliberation and definition. They are what separate a republic from an autocracy. When Speaker Johnson ignores the rules or explains them away, he encourages people to accept his facts and his principles. So Americans learn that process doesn't matter, that the only real law is loyalty. That's not leadership. That's the corrosion of civic literacy. Third, I love the uneducated. And the danger of that phrase. Trump once said, "I love the uneducated." He wasn't joking. That line revealed the strategy now used by his GOP allies. Keep people confused about how government works. Mock complexity. Call knowledge elitism. And convince voters that every rule, every fact, every check on power is some kind of oppression. Mike Johnson has followed that playbook to the letter. Instead of teaching Americans about budgets or reconciliation and how governance actually works, he thrives on confusion and blind obedience. But when citizens stop understanding rules, they stop defending them. Fourth, integrity, truth, and respect is the real test. Leadership isn't about how loudly you claim righteousness. It's about how honestly you tell the truth when it costs you something. Integrity means honoring the rules, even when they slow you down. Truth means explaining government as it is, not as your party wants it to be. Respect means trusting citizens with knowledge, not manipulating them with slogans. Mike Johnson has failed all 3 tests. 5. Closing thought. If we want a government that still works for its people, we need leaders that intend to uphold the meaning of rules and who are humble enough to be ruled by them. Because once lies replace procedure and organized faith replaces fact, what's left is not government. It's theater. 6. Final conclusion. The filibuster threat, explained plainly, and now Trump has gone even further. He's threatening Senate Republicans, telling them to end the filibuster or face his wrath. In plain terms, that means he wants to change the Senate's rules so that a simple majority, just 51 votes, can pass anything. No arguments are put forward. No dispute is resolved by each side making concessions. No balance. He says it's to end the shutdown. But what it really does is end the last guardrail that forces both parties to work together. It's like kidnapping the referee because your team doesn't like the rules. If Republicans give in, they might win a short-term fight, but they'll destroy the one rule that protects them when they're out of power. That's not governing. That's submission. And it proves what these last 3 weeks have made clear. Donald Trump demands obedience. Mike Johnson supplies it. And the American people are left to pay for Trump's foolish and extravagant ways.